In fact, I couldn't have contested or I couldn't have aspired to run for Senate if the person, the man representing us today, is doing a good job in representing us at the floor of the Senate. One of the main things, one of the main functions of a senator is oversight function. Apart from making the laws, However, I still believe as an individual that you can use that office to do additional good for your people. It doesn't hurt as a senator to attract foreign direct investment in your senatorial zone. It doesn't hurt as a senator to organize private sector, engage them, and help mobilize idle funds that will be used to develop your senatorial zone. I don't believe that a senator should leave it all for the executive to do, despite recognizing that the executive is responsible for those kind of projects. So those are additional things I would have done in addition to playing that key oversight function. One of the laws I said I was working towards promoting in the Senate if I had gotten the opportunity to be in the Senate is to make our federal government prioritize major capital projects based on value addition. Instead of prioritizing capital projects based on state of origin and capacity or position you occupy as a public office holder. If you look back at projects that are executed in Nigeria today, they are driven by political interests instead of value addition. For example, why will I be building a rail line why will I spend our scarce resources to build a rail line from Abuja to Niger Republic when I've not been able to put a rail line in the southeastern part of Nigeria, connect it to Benue, so that the food that is produced in Benue can be moved to the southeast or moved to Lagos where it can be consumed. So you see, that's value. You are directing the scarce resources to projects that will add value to the country. So I was looking to promote a law that will encourage, profiling and indexing of proposals for capital projects. The project that has the highest value addition to the country should be prioritized. Before you now step down to look at other projects that are in the bucket list. And when you do that, it will trickle down to the economy. It will impact on the economy. You will see that where we are today won't be where we should be as a country. That's one. Another area I was interested in is the energy law. Nigeria doesn't have one even. Doesn't make sense. I don't think it makes sense that the country with over 201 trillion cubic feet of natural gas in reserves today cannot provide steady power, 24/7 power to her citizens. From what some experts have said, Nigeria's resources, gas resources today, can power every home in the country, power all the industries in the country today for over 305 years. So it doesn't just make sense. You have gas in your backyard. You can't use the gas to power industries. So I would have tried to make it a bit difficult for the current government to ensure that they do the right thing in the area of energy security. You see, so gas is just one from other value chain that comes with fossil energy. Look at crude oil. we still import fuel. You know, what happens today is that we give our crude oil to foreign refineries. They refine the crude oil, they return fuel for us in exchange, and we pay subsidy just to get it back. Nigeria pays $10 per metric ton of fuel that comes back to us to consume. We are not talking about a scenario where you are buying crude from a neighboring country so that it gets refined somewhere. We are taking it from our backyard to a refinery abroad. They refine there, they sell to us, and we pay subsidy to bring it in. Eh? So these are the kind of things I would have fought for in the Senate. You know, some of the things some of the negative externalities that comes with sustaining such a practice is that you are fueling the employment of expatriates, those white people. Their children are being employed in those refineries. You are funding it. When we have over 120 youths loitering around in Nigeria, 2.3 million of those 120 million are graduates with no job. They are qualified. They can take up jobs in the same refinery that refines your crude abroad. So these things don't make sense. So to your points, I would have made sure I break it down, you know, in a way that the executive will understand that we are losing a lot of opportunities as a country, you know. So that is for energy. And we have tried to demonstrate some of that in Abia State when we rallied around as a government, you know, with Dr. Alex as our leader here. We said, how do we replicate something like that in Abia so that other governments can learn from what we are able to do here? You know, as you all know, you know about the AIIP project, the Abia Industrial Innovation Park project. That is one of the things we want to use to demonstrate we want to use it to demonstrate how realistic that concept is.